Got good energy going. We have an amazing guest this morning. We're super, super excited. We have Angie from the Mylie Group. She's a wizard when it comes to community events, energy, and we're so pumped to have you here, Angie. You should be able to share your screen. I know Krista wanted to help you set that up, and then we should be good to go.
Krista is in charge of all technology.
Krista is the tech wizard. We love it.
Yes, I'm like any other badly behaved team leader who has no idea how to use technology.
Can you see the full?
Yeah, we can see this. You might just have to go in presenter mode.
Should be already.
But I think we're seeing like all the slides instead of like just the main presentation slide.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Yeah, just make it. Want me to change it?
It doesn't really matter. It's all the same thing at the end of the day. So unless it
do in the corner, this is so fun. I love this. Okay, amazing.
Yeah, I just go with the flow when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yes, you do.
Who I am as a person. So, all right, everybody. Good morning. Happy Friday. It's one of my favorite things to say is happy day of the week. I'm Angie with the Mylie Group real estate team. And as SG shared, we are big into community, energy, give back. It's actually the foundation of the business that we are. So Mylie Group, Mylie is our doggy, as you can see in the picture here with her little professional bow tie picture. She is our CEO, our cookie eating officer, and her name stands for making your life insanely easier. And so even to the core of our business, when we started, we didn't name our business name after ourselves. No offense to any of the realtors who have. But we just wanted it to be not about us. We wanted it to be about our community and about culture. And so, Mylie is a very cute little dog. So we thought she could be the CEO. And that was kind of the foundation of the business. So many of the things that we like to do are obviously be authentic. As you can see our team photo there, we were required to have one. So that's what they got. So authenticity, storytelling, intentional community give back, and creative leverage are sort of what we want to talk about today. We think that you can grow your business and your impact at the same time. So,
and one sec. So what area are you servicing, Angie? Because that's important for everybody to know.
Okay, we service London, Ontario, and surrounding areas. So pretty much as far as Chatham to basically Woodstock, Ingersoll area. We try to only stay in the markets that we know, and then obviously send all of our referrals to all of you beautiful humans that know your area better. So that's where we serve. So we actually have a community hub in Wortley Village. So unlike many other people, we actually call our office space our community hub, and we use it fully for giving back to the community. There's a lot of different marketing styles out there. As you can see, we are a no billboard marketing type of company. People always ask why. I always just joke around and say, I'm way too good looking. I can't imagine how many phone calls we would get if that beautiful mug was up on marketing. But in all seriousness, the reason that we don't do billboard marketing is we just believe that we can spend our advertising dollars, our marketing dollars in different ways, right? So although a billboard is great, it's something that certainly, has people notice you and gets to, see who you are in the community. We feel that the best way for somebody to see you in your community is to actually be able to see you and to engage with you. And so for us, I feel like when you can bring somebody into your space and into your place, you can have a lot deeper communications and just be able to grow your business in a more authentic way. Connection creates conversation, and then conversation can ultimately create clients. So our objective to giving back is very intentional. We don't give back to make clients or to make money, but it is certainly something that's well received in the community. So again, we're big on storytelling. We're big on creative leverage. So I know a lot of things that you can do, people think that you need a lot of money to be able to do it. And the truth is you really don't. If you can leverage your community and you can leverage your circle, you're going to be able to grow your business, essentially with other people's money, but also be able to grow their businesses as well, right? So one of the things that we focus on in our business is we do an annual food and toy drive every year. So as you can see on our screen here, we started 5 years ago with a simple food and toy drive. It allowed us to get out and to talk to the community. We can door knock, asking people to be able to give donations and to participate. So it allows us to see people at their door. It allows us to obviously give back to the community in that regard. We started with 40 families 5 years ago, and we went from 40 to 80 to 120 to 180 to 200. And this year we're going to be servicing and serving 250 local families in our community. Now, you don't need money to do it, but you need time. So we spend a lot of time on this. It pretty much dominates our November and December, which ironically, over the last number of years, we've still managed to be top teams within our brokerages during those months. So we feel really great about that. But it started out as the give and get food and toy drive. And essentially we went to local business owners and just said, hey, are you willing to give us some prizes so that we are able to offer those prizes to people? We know that when people get things, they tend to give more. And so we had somebody give us a 65-inch TV. We've had people give us $500 gift cards. And when people donate, they get ballots in order to win prizes. So obviously it helps us to grow from there. So food drive is one of the ways that we do it. Again, it's free. It allows you to, like I said, door knock. It allows you to put out marketing in that regard, and allows you to connect with a lot of people in the community, plus to really be able to grow community partnerships. We also do a lot of random acts of kindness days, again, fully sponsored by our community. We go out and we sell sponsorship, and literally our team and now our not-for-profit goes out and just does nice things in the community, gives out high fives, hugs, buys people lunches. And so leaning into the community and getting sponsorship can really help you to grow your business, because a lot of these business owners are people who are affluent people within the community. They can connect you to their circles. Obviously, they want to buy and sell real estate themselves. And so really just getting out there and doing those types of things, we have found has grown our business quite a bit as well. Again, being intentional with what you're doing, finding your avatar client, knowing who you want to work with. The reason that you want to know that is you know how they communicate, you know what they value, and you know where they like to spend time. And so where our community hub is in Wortley Village. We are dog people, as you can see, with our dog being our CEO. We live in a very dog focused community. So again, being able to give back through certain ways and be able to raise money for charity. We actually set up photos with Santa Paws each year where people in the community can bring their dogs, and for a small donation of any amount can actually have their photo printed with Santa Paws. This was a great event last year. We actually had a bunch of little old ladies that wanted to sit on Santa's lap as well. So it turned out to be a Santa Paws for kids, dogs, and little old ladies in the community who wanted to sit on Santa. So again, that's just another way that you can give back. Again, we do things with Humane Society. We do sponsorships in those ways. Be careful though, because as you can see, we got Jack the Jerk there as well through an adoption thing. So be careful when you sponsor dogs, because you might actually end up buying one. But I want to talk a little bit more about leverage. And again, we hear a lot of agents who maybe haven't had the best year or who are newer to the business, and their biggest concern is that it takes money to be able to market in this way. I think it's the most effective type of marketing to market directly to your community, but it is also probably one of the most inexpensive ways that you can do it. So if you're looking for a return on investment, leaning into the community is again, probably the most cost-effective way. So what we have on the screen here is we ran an improv class for agents. We run improv classes for the community and improv classes for agents as well. But basically what we did we approached somebody that we had met. He runs a local improv called Shut the Front Door here in the city. He's obviously always looking for new people to join his improv. He's looking for new clients to be part of what they're doing. And so we approached him, said, hey, listen, we have this amazing space that you can use, no charge to you, but what we're going to ask for in return is that you run a number of sessions for our clients or for our community and other agents to be able to help you meet our database and to bring new people into your program. So we're helping him grow. And then in return, us being able, as the Mylie Group, to be able to offer free community events to our community. right? So we have a hub here in London. If anybody wants to run any business events, we're always open to having that conversation. We don't charge anybody who's doing it for charitable. We obviously want to make sure we're in alignment with them, but using our community hub or using local spaces. I mean, there's a lot of different, if you don't have a community hub or an office space, we're very fortunate to have that. But if you don't have that, again, most of these people have places where they're running their own business and you can go to them as a sponsor. So again, our responsibility to that is to do the marketing and to really push forward this business. So in return, like I said, this gentleman got a couple of new agents who signed up for improv. We obviously got quite a few people in our community to be able to sign up for our newsletter. So each time we're presenting new things in the community, one of the things that we ask people is to sign up for the newsletter. We pump it up. We let them know that we're not going to be marketing to them anything but free community events, which obviously allows us to grow our database. So we actually have about 6,300 people in our database, and we can grow about 100 people per month by offering the newsletter simply through community events. Another community event that we do is with a personal trainer, same thing through the entire month of June, July, and August. I think even into September, we offered free community workout classes within our hub. They didn't need equipment. They just showed up, put on their whatever. We had one lady who was going to a knitting class actually, who showed up and in her skirt and her running shoes took part in the classes. So we offered that for free on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And again, the personal trainer did that at no cost to us, and it allowed us to be able to leverage it that way. So again, there's just a lot of things that we can do. Last year, one of our local businesses sadly had arson and their building burned down. We invite them into our space to set up their store. Again, having a community hub is something that we're fortunate to have. So if you don't have that, again, it suggests partnering with people who will allow you to use their space. And again, remembering when we're pitching to people, what's in it for them. That's what people care about. They want to know, that you care about them and that you're willing to grow your business. And if you can lean into that, I genuinely believe that people will lean back into you. So here we have actually a Yeti that was fully donated to us. We actually won it. We greased the wheel of a of a draw that was happening. But with this Yeti, it was something that we offered. It's full of hard rock things, full of drinks, and just free things that the community has given us to allow us to sign people up for our newsletter. So again, just leveraging what people will give you to grow your business. So whether it be give backs, whether it be growing your newsletter, or whether it be just pulling them into their community circles, it's a really great way to be able to grow your business and to grow your impact. Here's an example of a party that we had at a builder listing. All of this food was provided to us by a local business. So what we offer to them in return is just signage. So you'll see that there's little signs there thanking them, complimentary lunch, and pushing them out to our network, meeting new realtors, meeting new people who are coming to the open houses, and again, growing their business while in turn growing ours. So I know I'm saying a lot of the same stuff, but at the end of the day, again, really leveraging creatively leveraging is an amazing way to be able to just get a different perspective of how to grow your business without having to really spend a lot of money doing that, right? We always just say, stop chasing transactions and just start showing up and being part of the community. And then that way the community will come to you. Sorry guys, here all right, so dog poo bins are another thing that we have given back to the community. Again, it's a simple, easy way. So you could partner with somebody who's already doing dog poo cleanup bins in the neighborhood. We put up this funny sign about your dog do reflects on you. The amount of times that we've seen people stop, take a dog poo bag, read the message, laugh, read the message again, and then walk away has been very impactful. So again, one of the things that we suggest leaning into, and it's really big in our business, is being able to just be, again, your authentic self, creating humor, creating outside the box marketing, just getting people to kind of like see you in a different light. Again, billboards are great, bus stop benches, all those things they're helpful for people to recognize you, as they do need to see you in 8 or 9 different places to be able to grow that trust. But again, leaning into giving, it'll create trust faster than anything that you can do. So these are just some suggestions of things that we've done, value that we provide. We always have dog cookies. I have many people whose dogs try to take them out to get to me when they see me in the community so that I can give them a free cookie. And on the back of our business card, we actually have pet emergency cards, right? So kind of like you would see on a door. If there's a home that has if there's a fire, they have please rescue my pet. We actually have put pet emergency cards on the back of all of our business cards so that we can walk up to any person on the street who has a pet and randomly start talking to them about their dog. We can give them our business card, and essentially we are, tricking them into putting our business card in their wallet. Will stay because they love their pets, but we're also doing a service back to the community. My brother actually had a motorcycle accident a number of years ago. He was in surgery for 26 hours. Nobody knew where he was or what had happened to him. And that really got us thinking about the fact that his pets were home alone. And so we designed this card to put in your wallet. So that way, if an emergency ever happened again, they would know that his pets were home, and B, maybe we would have known where he was during surgery as well, because there would have been contact information for them to get a hold of us. So it's great. Again, it's a win-win. Our business card goes in their wallet. It gives us an opportunity to talk to any stranger that we just see. I mean, if you walked up to any stranger on the street and handed them your business card, they would probably think it was weird. But being able to provide them value and offer them something that works for them is, again, a really great, easy, effective way to be able to just connect with the community. So again, we are running a business planning session. So as JJ knows, we do a lot of free community events. All of you guys are welcome to come to that. There's free lunch. It'll be a full business planning session, but these are the types of events that we like to run. We actually ran, I believe, 48 events this year, which sounds like a lot. It is, but again, using community partners and leverage, a lot of that really just gets done for us, and we're allowed to show up to these events and just really connect and chat with the community. So that is it. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I'm sorry that I kind of just rambled on here. I get so passionate about it that sometimes it makes it hard to actually present in this format. So does anybody have any questions, any thoughts, anything that they'd like to add?
I just think it's amazing, Angie, what you and Krista have created. Like, I feel like just that, like, absolutely amazing impact on the community and how that's created business for you by giving back. And you do, you spend, the both of you spend so much time in service to others, and yet somehow still manage to crush real estate, right? And create this incredible life for yourselves and for others. So yeah, I'm blown away. I think you're amazing. And yeah.
We have beautiful leaders around us like yourself. And again, we really appreciate that. And like I said, I wish I had conveyed this a little different. It's one of my first times presenting on a webinar, but no, we really do. We believe 100%. We're super passionate about giving back. And again, I think if you do things with intentionality, consistency can build trust. Like I said, trust builds that loyalty, and loyalty builds community. And when you can do those things together, it creates a really beautiful space to just live into your authentic self, and it creates a beautiful space to be able to feel good about the things that you do every day. I'm sure as realtors, many of us have those times where you sort of just feel burned out, or you feel a bit lonely, and you sometimes wonder, why you do this. And so this really helps to be able to just sort of essentially fill that cup and to be able to give back to things that are important to us. But on top of that, like I said, it really it helps you dive deep into who's into your community and who those community leaders are. And again, often business owners are affluent people who you really want to be around. And so when you can get them on your side, again, it will grow those connections unlike anything that we've experienced. We've never spent a single dollar on any type of lead gen or marketing in that way. Like, everything we've done is organic, and we're super proud of that. When we first started, we were fortunate enough to do $40 million in our first year of real estate with myself and just Krista as the back end. And honestly, we attribute all of this to just leaning into our community. And if you take care of the people will take care of you.
And you don't seem to have any fear talking to anyone.
No,
So
I like
walk me.
no,
Yeah.
I'm crazy. I always joke, and I always like joke around and say, like if they won't let us in the front door, we're coming in the side door. I used to joke around about how I was going to put like a Mylie Group logo on people's pillows where they weren't home, right? It's kind of creepy. It's not that I don't have a fear. I mean, just like anybody else, I have a lot of anxieties and a lot of stresses. But at the end of the day, I also believe that we've been given some really amazing gifts, and to not use those gifts would be a disservice to ourselves and to our community. And so, yeah, I mean, I have the same fears as everybody else. I had somebody once tell me to F off and told me they weren't using a realtor. And I said to him, I said, well, that felt super impersonal. I'd love for you to tell me to F off to my face and let's go for a lunch. And he did an hour later and we walked out with the listing. It was, yeah. Krista's like, you're actually going to meet that guy. I'm like, I mean, he said yes. What am I supposed to do now? Right. So it's just, I think, overcoming those fears that we have and just really getting over ourselves and understanding that when somebody is negative to us or when they're, they don't receive what we're putting out there. There's a couple of different things. It's not about us, right? And we have no idea what people are going through on a daily basis. And you know, honestly, and if they don't like us, it's okay. We're not going to be for everybody. No matter what we do, no matter what business we run or who we are as people, you're never going to have 100% of people. And so we just lean into it. One of the biggest reasons we started the food and toy drive was as a kid, my family and I were in the women's shelter on Christmas, and we woke up there on Christmas morning. And I don't remember what we got. I remember they gave us gifts and they were very accommodating. But the biggest thing that stuck with me then was that I wish my mom had been able to get something that she would have wanted. And I imagine how hard of a time it had to have been for her to wake up somewhere with her kids on Christmas and not be in her own home and not really be somewhere that she was comfortable. And so to me, that really stuck with me. And so as an adult and having the ability to give back, we do that. And, we always make excuses as people as to why we can't do something. This community hub that we bought that we're so blessed to have, it was a real disaster, to be honest with you. We bought it in 2022. It was supposed to be a 3-month, $150,000 renovation project that turned into 22 months and $1 million of personal money. And it honestly almost broke us and almost broke our business. And people kept asking, like, why do you keep giving? Why do you keep doing it? And we joke, we say that it's, it's like Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. And so we just kept pushing. And even last year, we increased our numbers from 180 to 200 families. And we have big faith and we believe that the guidance is there for us. And so again, if you just lean into your community, I mean, at the end of the day, at some point it has to come full circle, right? So yeah, again, we're grateful to be around people like yourselves, like JJ, all of you guys have been very supportive to us. And so we're happy for that. And that's our social responsibility. I think social currency is often more valuable than actual currency itself. And so that social currency is probably the biggest tip that I can give to people, is that if you spend that currency, it'll go a lot further. First of all, keep a lot more in your pocket to do other things with, but that social currency will help you to, again, build the trust, build the community, and get people to work for you. And the power in numbers is amazing. And so if you as one person can grow your team, imagine if all those people could lean into the community and they could all be behind you and supporting you. That's awesome. Like we've been in business for just over 5 years. We just got nominated through the Chamber of Commerce for Small Business of the Year, for Innovator of the Year, and for our not-for-profit as well. And so I mean, they're simple things. They're not easy, but they are simple things to be able to do, and they're free. Most of them are free. So at the end of the day, if nothing else, we at least feel good about the impact that we've given to our community, and we've seen really, really powerful results from that.
And it's been interesting too. I went to Chat GPT and like put in the Mylie Group just to see what would come up. You should
Yeah.
do that just for yourself. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what it goes into, is how strong you are in community service and presence. Like, so
Mhm.
this is a legitimate independent search, right? That AI
Yes.
is doing on you. And they said that basically all of your success is attributed to your community service and how much you give back. That it
That's
acknowledges that. That is huge, because that is like organic, real, right? It's so impressive what you have created. What you and
Thank you.
Krista have put together at there is amazing.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole team. I can't take. I mean, I'm the little disaster of the ADHD Red Bull on squirrel on Red Bull. I can't take any credit for it. The only thing I bring to the table is I bring pure passion and no excuse to just get it done, right? So, but no, I appreciate that, and honestly, that at the end of the day, like that legacy is really important to us. And Mylie's a 14-year-old dog now, and this is her legacy too. And so that's really why we get up and do the things we do every day. And like I said, it's been very successful for us. that authentic approach. I think it's important. People feel that, right?
Oh yeah.
They don't care about, I mean, I'm sure somewhere in there it said I was very good looking. I'm positive it
It
said that
did.
somewhere, right?
It
Yeah.
did. It
But
said
I
way
think
too good looking for billboards,
way too good
actually.
looking for billboards. I might actually someday, like when we've just really made it, I probably will put that billboard up with just like too good looking and then nothing else on it, like no other messaging. But no, I mean I appreciate that honestly, and it's like I said, I think I hope
You,
that we brought a message. Again, I know that I'm a
you
squirrel,
did.
but again, authenticity, community, just being yourself. I think that's really, if we all do that, the world will be a better place. And I genuinely believe if you can stick consistently to that over the next 6 months, that you'll see a huge growth in your business and a huge growth in your database.
And one thing you said one day when we've made it.
I don't know.
What does that look like?
I don't know. And one day when we can just like be independently wealthy and spend our entire day going around just doing nice things for people, hugging, high-fiving, changing lives. I mean, it's honestly, that would be my ultimate goal, is just to spend every day doing random acts of kindness. You
And
can't
do you want
work
to
for
talk a
everybody.
little bit about like wearing the blazer? How much money did you raise and what was that for?
Oh yeah. So I was part of a group called Support the Blazer. So again, like not only do we support our initiatives, we try to support other people as well. Cause again, at the end of the day, you have no idea where that will lead you. But I wore a blazer. Yeah. I don't wear a blazer ever. This is kind of what you see is what you get. It's usually messy hair and a hoodie is who I am. But I wore a blazer for 30 days to support charity, a fellow friend of ours out of Toronto or Vaughan, who was raising money for Ronald McDonald, charity house charities. I don't even know the name. But I wore the blazer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We showered together. We biked in the mountains of Alberta together. We were practically in a relationship. I think my wife was starting to get a little bit jealous of the blazer, but um, the intention of it was to create awareness for Ronald McDonald. And as a group, we actually raised $331,000 in 30 days. And
Amazing.
yeah, it was a really beautiful initiative. We're called the OG 65 now. So we were part of the Good People Army. And again, it was just to go out and do awareness. And actually, that was a massive blessing as well, because we all got to pick our own charity on top of Ronald McDonald House. And so we obviously picked our food and toy drive because it's a lot of work and a lot of money to help 250 people, because we don't just actually give food, we actually provide food, toys, and meet wish lists. So for example, as I said to you, we were in the women's shelter as kids. We actually have those moms provide a wish list of things that they'd want. And the first year we did it, I was so overwhelmed. And when we finally hit that list, because we made a commitment, right? We don't promise, but we say we'll do our best. And so when we say we're going to do it, we just do it. And I cried when we actually had everything on the list. But anyhow, that blazer actually gave us back a big chunk to go to the food and toy drive as well. So they were supposed to give us 10% back, but because only I think 16 of us of 65 chose another charity in addition to Ronald McDonald House, they actually flipped it and gave us 90%. So it actually helped us with about $15,000
Wow.
to award our food and toy drive this year, which is
Amazing.
huge. And so I didn't do it for that reason. My main objective was to have fun. It made a really great media marketing. It's just like me and the blazer doing things all the time. But honestly, it was one of those things. It was one of those blessings that when you do it, it comes full circle. And so when they told us that, I was like just blown away, because it was so much relief for us. But again, it wasn't the reason we did it.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Well, I'm so grateful that you could be on this call this morning,
Thank you.
sharing in your beautiful, lovely, easy way.
Awesome. Well, yeah, next
Anybody
time you
else?
invite me, just do a question and answer. I'll do much better than trying to. I don't even know what any of these papers say. I printed them off this morning. That was my presentation that I made at like 6:30 while I was blowing you guys up. So I just next time, just do me a Q&A.
I love it. Yeah, everyone's so many amazing comments in the chat there for you, Angie. Anybody, any questions that you had or comments, anything you want to say? Unmute.
So epic. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like unbelievable. We got so amazing. Love all of this. I made so many notes, so many great ideas. Thank you. Such generosity. Thank you. Your kindness is genuine. You can feel that when you talk. So inspiring. Congratulations. What an amazing success story. takeaways from the meeting. That's your note taker. Fantastic job, Angie. Loved it. Love this. Thanks for sharing. Just lots of love this morning for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely awesome.
Well, and Jen, like I said, if you guys want to, I don't know if you want to share, if you have people, I know I'm sure you're doing your own business planning, but anybody in our area, we are doing business planning. So our friend Storm Fletcher, she's part of RRI. She used to work with
Richard Robbins.
Tony Robbins. She works with Richard Robbins now. But anyway, she will be coming as a guest speaker. So we are running it. It'll be free lunch because, of course, we leverage somebody for that. And we'd love anybody to join us that wants to be part of it. Come check out our community hub and just get to know a little bit more about us, and we can get to know more about you. It helps with referrals as well. So thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
So amazing.
Awesome.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks, SG, for hosting.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for putting up with me and harassing me for 2 weeks where I didn't send you anything, and then this is what you got. So thanks for that.
Amazing. It was amazing. What are you talking about? This was great. I think everybody's very inspired now and pumped up. So thank you so much for gifting us your time this morning and sharing all this incredible information. This was wonderful.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we love you guys. Bye.
Have an amazing day, everyone. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.